What up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka NinosCorner, man. First off, if you like this content that is coming your way, hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel grow a lot. And if you're listening to this on a streaming podcast platform, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and share. You listen to some of the best Texas content here on the internet and on YouTube. But folks, today, man, we are going to talk about the press conference reaction that just happened a few hours ago. Texas just had their player media, talks with the media, and Sark led out with AD Mitchell coming out to be the first person to come talk to the guys, and then after that, it was X-Man, and then after that, Sweat. So I want to start off with AD Mitchell, man. What I loved about what he said. Now, mind you, folks, AD Mitchell. It's a wide receiver transfer that just came in from Georgia. He has basically won 2 championships in a row and been a big game kind of guy. Played in both championship games and had outstanding games in both the playoffs, not just the championship games, but the playoffs as a whole over the last 2 years. And they had questions that they actually posed to him about, look, how good is Xavier Worthy? And they say that he's one of the best that he's probably played with, the guy that can go 0 to 100 real quick, something that he said I can't even do, right? But they asked him just about the Texas team because that, AD Mitchell has been on 2 championship teams. What is the mental makeup of this Texas team? He said this team is very connected. Folks, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid already. We got AD Mitchell saying that this team is very connected already. He said Quinn Ewers is special. I mean, he just makes throws. Man, I'm excited. That wide receiver room is going to be crazy. Getting some staff and some, the staff that's in place, the players that are in, also getting the continuity there, but assuring that the talent in the room is just outstanding. AD Mitchell was very, very calm, but very excited. I think Chip Brown asked him a question about, like what gets him in the mood to play ball or something like that. He was just like, man, I just can't ball. I just want to ball, man. There's no mood. So you can tell, man, he understands the assignment here in Texas. He's coming here to have a great year, go to the league, man. He mentioned that this is the most time that he's seen his daughter since he's been here in Texas over the last 6 months or so than he's seen in the last 2 years when he was in Georgia. Probably a big reason why he came back to Texas to see, his daughter a lot, and also, to see his family in general, man. But look, man, I'm excited, man. AD Mitchell started it off, and that also gives you an insight into what Sark is thinking right now, man. Sark lets a guy who's a transfer to this team. This is the first year that he's been under Sark come out and be the lead guy to speak, which kind of sets the tone, man. It lets everybody know that he's bought in. He is completely bought in. And when you have a guy like him that's bought in, a guy that is new, what are the other players going to do? They gotta buy in, right? And I think this team has been bought in for a while. Sark has his guys. You're seeing the makeup of this team. AD Mitchell, I think him and Isaiah Nayer being kind of the same ilk of a wide receiver. We were missing that last year, and Sark knows that. That's why he goes out and gets an AD Mitchell, because guess what? If something happens to AD Mitchell, knock on wood, don't think that's going to happen. However, we do have Isaiah Nayer. Last year, Isaiah Nayer, man, when he was gone, we didn't have anybody to kind of take those snaps. And so, folks, man, you got to love this. AD Mitchell got me sipping Kool-Aid today, man. Burnt orange Kool-Aid all day, man. All day, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to love it, man. Kid from, Most City, Texas, man. Missouri City. Gotta love it. AD Mitchell had a hell of a press conference. I loved what he said. You can tell he's bought in. You can tell that he is a part of this team, and he's going to be one of the leaders on this team. I think he talked about JT Sanders too as well, and about his leadership, which is one thing that I wanted to understand and know, that when Rojo left, who was going to pick up the pieces and be that guy to be that vocal leader in this team? We saw Rojo. He's a vocal leader in this team. Looks like maybe JT Sanders is one of those guys who is doing that, pressing forward in the locker room, making sure that everybody gets what they're supposed to get done. Man, I'm drinking Kool-Aid, folks. Next person to come up, man, was Xavier Worthy, man. Xavier Worthy, bro. I see the locks. The locks is flowing. You know what that means? Big numbers about to come, man. Anytime we had Texas guys with the locks flowing, big numbers came, man. Said B, locks was flowing, numbers came, man. Come on, bro. Ricky, locks was flowing, numbers came in. Bijan, locks was flowing, numbers came, man. and Xavier Worthy, them locks is flowing. Them numbers about to come, man. Xavier Worthy, they asked him the question, who was the fastest person on the team? He said, me. That comment, he was like, me. Come on now, man. Which is good to know, man, because we all understand X-Man is probably one of the fastest people in the Big 12, but we understand what he does here at Texas. And now that he has the wide receiver talent around him, like a A.D. Mitchell now, a healthy Isaiah Nair, Jordan Whittington, Casey Canes, outstanding. It's going to get more one-on-one coverage for Xavier Worthy, and Sark can scheme somebody open. Oh, he going to scheme somebody open. He get Xavier Worthy in that field, man, at 6'1", 172 pounds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a done deal, sir. Yes, sir, it is. They asked him about Jonte Cook, and he said that a lot of players and a lot of people were saying that Jonte Cook reminded them of Xavier Worthy during his freshman year, right? And so, man, we good. Xavier Worthy's freshman year was almost a 1,000-yard season. 12 touchdowns as a true freshman. Jonte Cook, yes, sir. He gonna play a lot this year, and I think Xavier Worthy said that that Jonte's gonna play some this year, like play this year, not just coming in blowouts. He gonna play. Also, man, yeah, they asked him about Jonte Cook. I think they asked him just about the whole room as a whole, and he was very excited about the wide receiver room, man. You got to love it, man. Xavier Worthy's on a mission. He's on a mission this year, guys. He's going to be one of the first wide receivers picked in the draft if his season comes out to what we think it's going to be, folks. And I think it's going to be an outstanding season. You got to love it. I think he even mentioned just the running backs in general. They talked about that. He talked about Jay Brooks, and he talked about CJ Baxter and Keelan and Jaden Blue as well, man. And basically said that room was really good as well, man. So, look, folks, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And then, like, the last person that I saw talk, man, was Sweat, man. Javonde, Sweat. Gotta love Sweat, man. Gotta love big dude, man. Gotta love them big dudes in the trenches, man. You can tell it was times where he was getting questioned, and you can tell he didn't. I almost didn't think he knew what to say, or really didn't want to say nothing. And he was just like, "Man, I'm just ready to ball, man." He just basically said, "Man, I'm just ready to play, man. It's time to play, man. Can we play Rice already, man? I'm just ready to play, man." I loved it. Because you could tell this team is focused. He did say that he is a joker too. He said him, and Snacks, like they were jokers last year. Now the Snacks is playing with the Chiefs, man. It's like he's the one that's doing that. He talked about Ethan Burke as well. Just Ethan Burke being one of those guys that people are saying how much of a talent has come out of him this year. And he said that's always kind of been there. He's kind of like just letting people know that this is who he is. Man, I'm excited. I'm just excited. This defense is going to be really good, and I think it's going to be anchored by him, Byron Murphy as well, Jalen Ford. Come on, man. Jalen Ford's that dude. But, folks, man, this is going to be one hell of a season. But I had to talk about excuse me. I had to talk about A.D. Mitchell, and I had to talk about Xavier Worthy excuse me, and their comments, man. Because when Sark brought out A.D. Mitchell as the first person, that kind of lets you know what he thinks about A.D. Mitchell. That kind of lets you know the direction of this team. That a guy that is brand new is bought in, and he's able to lead the media availability here at the University of Texas. Let you know, I think this lets you know what kind of season that we're going to have here at Texas, man. I'm excited about it. Oh, one thing Sweat did say, they asked him about who was tough to block on that offensive line. He said all of them, which gives me more calm because we understand what that defensive line did last year. Like, honestly, we understood what that defensive line did last year. Now, mind you, yes, Coburn is gone, Ojimo is gone, but Byron Murphy's a dog, and I think he graded out just as well as the two that got drafted. I think Alfred Collins, man, he's hoping Alfred Collins flicks the light switch on, which everybody has said that he has. And this is his year where he can go make a lot of money. Let's hope that he keeps that mindset, just in the back of his mind that this is his year. And, man, the sky's going to be the limit here for this team. But A.D. Mitchell coming out to lead the team in the talks with the media, I thought was key. Sark knows what he's doing, man. The team knows what they're doing. They're understanding that this kid is bought in. Not this kid. This young man is bought in. And he's here. This is a business trip for him, man. This is a straight business trip for him to come to Texas, but also an opportunity for him to be close to home. And I'm excited. I think he's going to do great things here at Texas. I think the quarterback play is going to be outstanding this year. Just kind of looking at the stats last year, we had X doing things that we had him trying to do everything, and I think we tried to do too much with Xavier Worthy last year. And now we can kind of have these guys scale down to do what Sark wants them to do in this offense and what they're going to be most successful at in this offense, and giving them the right one-on-one matchups, man. And AD Mitchell is going to be one of those guys to go catch those contested balls. And I think Xavier Word is going to be one of those guys when he gets his hands on the ball and gets in open space, it is a wrap. We've seen what he can do when he has space. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. He also said, he meaning Worthy. He also, I think they asked him a question about what film does he look at from guys in the NFL. Very interesting answer that he gave was Calvin Ridley. And I think that's perfect because Calvin Ridley runs some of the best routes in the NFL. And Xavier Worthy is a route technician. He runs really good routes. Calvin Ridley also has that wiggle in him. He got that speed in him. I think that kind of mirrors up exactly with Xavier Worthy. Now, Calvin Ridley's frame also, I think it's what Xavier Worthy's frame might potentially fill out to be. You can kind of see what kind of player he is going to mirror into. A lot of people don't understand Calvin Ridley was a little bit older when he went to Alabama. So by the time he got to the league, his body had kind of been maxed out. Xavier Worthy still has some time to max out his body. And I think that's kind of the frame that you're going to see him take on when he gets to the league. He's already about 175 pounds. I think they got him listed at 172 pounds right now. You can see as he gets older and fills in, the guy's going to be a good, like 185. Maybe, like 185 to 190 once he gets to his optimal playing weight while still maintaining his speed. And man, he's going to be an awesome guy in the league. But we can't talk about the league right now. Let's talk about this season. Folks, drink your Kool-Aid, get your pint. You know what I'm talking about? Get your Kool-Aid. It could be orange Kool-Aid. It could be orange MD 2020. It is what it is, man. Drink it up, guzzle up. But on that note, folks, man, in this podcast, like I end all of them, don't be afraid to fail. Outgrow your environment. Understand your brilliance. Horns always up. And Nino's Corner, I'm out. Hook them. Go tune into the SEC Connect show at 7 o'clock. Please do that every freaking Wednesday. SEC Connect show at 7 o'clock. Me, Ty from ATS Sports, Steven from, FP, aka Fanatic Perspectives, Chris from the Hornstown Podcast, and Jay from Unfair Sports. We get in and talk about all SEC content, especially since Texas and Oklahoma are going to the SEC. We're starting this up early. Go like and subscribe to that channel as well. But folks, let me know in the comments what you think about that press conference. I'm excited. I'm drinking Kool-Aid. But yeah, I'm out. Hook 'em. Deuces out.